Greetings, beautiful beings. So I would like to share with you an energy healing routine we use in the soul healing modality for the coronavirus. But before I will share that with you, I want to first give you a little bit of the knowledge about the soul healing and what is it that you are going to do. So this video will be about intro into the soul healing and focusing on treating the coronavirus, and the video right after will just lead you into the routine that you can do as many times as you would like to. So as many of you, I have started with Reiki about 15 years ago, plus minus. And Reiki energy healing is the sending out the energy into the body with the using of the symbols. Back then, it was very much focused on just sending the light into the body with the idea of with the philosophy that this beautiful healing energy finds its way into the body, and it finds where is it supposed to go. So it's very intelligent energy that finds where it's supposed to go, which is true, and it's absolutely fantastic modality. But I have become sort of obsessed about finding how you can direct this energy. And of course, the Pleiadians would challenge me, learn more about the energy healing, learn how does it work back and forth, because with that you can become more precise in the energy healing, which definitely happened. There are many stories I want to share with you, but I'm going to hold myself to focus to the soul healing. Over the years, doing the Reiki, later on studying and teaching Chios energy healing for 9 years, I have started to teach what I call the ancient Atlantean soul healing. It is something that I remember and partially channel, and it's something that I believe that we have used in the Atlantis. Why Atlantean? In the Atlantis, we have modified our bodies. We have used the earth kind of the energy, animal earth energy, that eventually create what we know an ego, or that human component of us. The earth energy that modify our body into ability to survive and thrive on earth. As I said much often, or a lot, one day when we will have a life on Mars, and if we would have this kind of the technology, if we could genetically modify body, that they will be more attuned to the atmosphere and the circumstances of living on the Mars, definitely people who would live there would probably welcome this kind of the changes. So we have done the same things. Now with using the earth animal energy to change our body, created the ego and many other problems that we experience later on. And so in the soul healing, we always want to go to the root of the problem, doesn't matter how far it is. So the foundation of this healing is learning to connect to emotions, to be able to sense and to feel, allow yourself to sense and to feel what is happening within a body and of course among us, and try to translate this emotional language into some kind of the stories and information that help us to heal the body. The body itself is the combination of two energies plus body makes the three energies. So everything in the soul healing has a foundation of threes, and we live in the three-dimensional world, and we know there's a huge power of the three because three is the catalyst. So the power of three. Now when your body is created, when your mom and dad, when the egg and the sperm comes together, the first organ that is created is the heart. Heart is the seat of your soul. So your soul sent out sort of electromagnetic system, the frequency, sort of, and it happened that okay, let's backtrack here. Your soul sent out this signal that it's ready to incarnate. Of course, your mom and dad are very well on the page with this unconsciously and creating a vessel for your future incarnation. Now, second organ that is created is, according Pleiadians, is the gallbladder. According to the modern science, is the liver. So soul starts here. With the soul, in every incarnation, you must have an earth component to be able to live in this body. So that would be what in the soul healing we call your ego. That is just all the information about the life on the earth, all your earth life incarnations, and of course your animal part of yourself. So here it comes. Now, these two energies connect, and the third organ that grows is the spine. Spine holds your main central nervous system, right? That grows from these organs up and down and started just, creating this sort of like a web kind of the energies that makes to grow all your body, and everything in our body is interconnected through this nervous system. Now, I want you to look at these two energies. So we have a heart and we have a liver and the gallbladder. Now, your heart, that would be your soul energy. I will explain this way. Imagine a sophisticated iPhone with, the highest updates, the newest iPhone. It's coming brain here, with all its programs and downloads and everything in it. And it plugs itself into the nervous system of this body. This body is like a vessel, like a computer for this life. Now, the ego brings its own program. Now, imagine the ego energy, the earth energy, as very sophisticated Android, the highest of the line. It brings, and plug itself into the nervous system up here. Now, we know that the iPhone and the Android are not really compatible unless you will create this connector in between that they become compatible to work together. So our soul energy and our ego energy compete for this vessel. Every 7 years they change the program and so much on. Now I'm talking about it so you can understand how what is the base of this modality, or how does it going to work in your healing. Next, what I'm going to talk about are the three colors. So I already mentioned the green for the soul. Now the ego and earth energy is defined by the red energy, and your body, your nervous system would be defined in this modality as a blue energy. Those are the three main healing rays that body is perceived. Did you know that your eyes can perceive only three colors? Guess what? Red, green, and blue. There's these cones that perceive these three colors, and then it opens up, then you are able to actually perceive the whole spectrum of the rainbow, of the different kind of these shades. If you look at the pictures in the Egypt, you will notice that majority of these pictures and hieroglyphs and the old ancient ones are made only in three colors. In the green, red, and blue, dark blue. In these days, it can be viewed as a dark blue or as a black, but I do believe it was a dark blue. Now, why? Since the Atlantis, we've been passing each other the knowledge, the information that furthermore down the line we can grasp on and we can pick up and start utilizing it and teaching it to others again. We knew that the eyes are doorway to the soul, and that the soul can perceive this kind of the information and the stories, that even if your mind get clouded or get all kind of the mind viruses inside, or we become gullible to this story or that story, that our soul will remember the ancient truth. And this ancient truth is literally rewritten in these three colors, the red, green, and blue. Now, I encourage you to look at these pictures in the Egypt and look at it from the point of the view that everything read in the picture speaks about connection with the earthly life, like how we are connected to the life on the earth, how we are, how this body is nourished from the energy of the earth. Everything described or depicted in the green color is your soul energy. It's your mission. What is it that you're gonna do? It's like the soul, higher divine energy speaking. And everything blue in this picture is just containing to the physical body, you know, how this red and the green energy affecting this body. Soul needs the body, your ego needs the body. Without you, they are just energy floating somewhere there. The body, the vessel, combine these two energies together, or like making them working each separate on their own agenda, but then your body is in the quite a havoc. But this energy needs a physical material body to create a physical material things. So in the soul healing, we learn to balance this energy. We want to look where's the ego, where's the soul, and how they can work together, how we can balance these energies. Now, give you a little bit more. Several years ago, I read the book Born to Heal from the Montgomery Road. It's about the healer Bill Gray, who lived in the 40s, 50s, and he was the most amazing healer. He wasn't really educated kind of the person. He was, you know, what we would call the street smart. But he realized that by sensing the body, he would feel these 3 vibrations or these rays. And if he would feel them or hear them, and they would have a, you know, out-tuned sound, or they would not be in the harmony, the body would be sick. Actually, the story was, what you can read, you know, in the book, that when he went to heal, he had a stethoscope, and he would be hearing on this particular parts of the body, which I think would be connected to the ego energy, the liver and the spleen, liver and the gallbladder, and the soul energy, heart and the spleen, and bladder and the mind would be your nervous system, because that's how we work in the soul healing. And he would listen, you know, for this energy, and if it's out of tune, he knew that he needs to put that color ray, that particular color inside of the body, and he would create this miraculous kind of the healing. In the soul healing, we take it a foot more. When we tell the story of what happened, we try to dig the root of the problem and bring it out there and tell you what happened to you, because knowledge is tremendous kind of the power when it clicks in your mind, and you know that healing energy come in, and it's absolutely spectacular, beautiful union of the energies. Anyway, when I was reading this book about the Bill Gray, I started to remembering that we have used this. This is not new. We use it in the Egypt. We have used it in the Atlantis. And I wish there would be some really written description how he used to do this healing, not something that you just have to pick between sentences. So it's interesting. There's also a free PDF file of this book that his nurse have written that you can find on the internet. Definitely an fascinating guy who just brought this back to our memory. So this is just a little bit, you know, the background, how this works. You know, we go through these 10 lessons, so it's absolutely impossible to explain to you everything in a short period of time to hold your attention. But I want you to know enough for what I want to explain to you about the coronavirus. So fast forward several lessons. We know that you have a 7 main chakra. We work just with the 7 main chakras. Your chakras are your spiritual battery. They tell the story of what happened to you in this lifetime and the past lifetime. Again, the horizontal energy. Then you have a vertical energy. Vertical energy are your meridians. Meridians is the mapped pathway by the Chinese acupressure doctors, right? By the Chinese physicians, and used for the acupuncture. Absolutely fabulous thing. Meridians are the energy pathway that delivers the energy to and fro at least one organ. Now, what is well known in the words of those who study meridians is the meridian wheel. Now, the basic wheel without any colors, I have learned from Donna Eden and from her book of energy medicine. Now, every meridian has a time when it's the more active. So that's your, again, the part of the organ. Long time ago, Pleiadian says, well, let's color this wheel. Let's use the color code for it. And this is, well, let's start with the green, use only one color for the blue, and then go, just the blue and the dark blue will be nervous system in the middle, and just use your 7 main colors that we use for the chakras. Now that was way years before I really put it all together, that we have these 3 main healing color rays, the red, green, green, blue, and red. I'm ahead in my head, obviously. So if you get a coronavirus, or if you want to create a protection for yourself, we want to look at this, what I call a diagnostic tool, and really help us understand what is it affecting and how you can help yourself through the energy healing. Now, my greatest hope for the future is that there will be enough of the medical professionals who will say, okay, this works from the medical point of view, and us from this energy healing professionals who says this is what works from the healing point of view, and we will combine it. So let's say for the coronavirus, we know that we can take some Tylenol or acetaminophen for at least controlling your fever. So you definitely want to do that. Guys, I'm not a fan of any of those, but if I'll have a fever, I will take it and I will give it to my family. So I'm not telling you of not taking it. Use your own healthy mind for it. So before I go into explanation, I just want to quickly point this thing out. You see the full color and the half color, right? Full color and the half color. What this means is we are looking at the organs, and we want to see which one are fuel and affected by the cosmic energy, which needs more soul healing, and those will be the full color ones, and which needs an earth energy for the healing, which will be the half one. So let's say, for example, if you have a heart issue and a heart problem, you definitely need that looking where your soul has been, what happened to you, what is that emotional trauma. It's probably gonna be the root of that problem will be several years back. Maybe when somebody broke your heart or somebody horrible happened to you, you have to close your heart. When you felt deceived, betrayed, when you felt like you may have betrayed the other people, whatever may happen to you, that story needs to be dig out and bring out the healing. And the healing first comes from this beautiful green kind of the energy. Now, the small intestines would be affected by the earth kind of the energy, by the food that you are eating. Because it breaks down the food. So it will need a healing from the earth. Now, I'm very convinced that the earth has answers to everything. If there's a virus, the earth somewhere, that energy is creating the antidotes for it. If the earth change with it and find something that works, it would work for our body. What I'm trying to say, I cannot find the really right English word is, it will help us to evolve. Earth has to deal with all the stuff we are doing to her, all the pollution and the yuckiness, and it's always trying to evolve and help us to evolve. It has that healing energy for us. And so it continues. The bladder needs more soul energy, kidney needs more earth energy. Now, your nervous system would be here. So the central and governing meridian is literally from your pubic bone, central up to your nose, then the governing over your head, covering your spine, going down to your spine. It literally, circulating inside of your body. It carries the information back and forth. The soul brings it into the nervous system, your iPhone, okay? So here, the gallbladder connects with the liver. The ego says, okay, bringing all my stuff, what happened to you on the earth? I'm going to protect you from everything. Remember when they kill you, what they have done to you? Don't worry, sweetie, I'm going to protect you. Bring out its download here. And this thing works as a main motherboard for your vessel, for your amazing computer that you are. Now, once you're understanding this, then it will be easy understanding the next step. So for what we know now, the coronavirus, for some people, it first affects the digestive system. That to me will be the small intestines. Small intestines is the place that break down your food, enzymes, everything can be, your body will be nourished or will not be nourished. It is the place that create irritable bowel symptoms, all kind of the allergies, can make you really miserable if you are not in tune with the earth energies. Now, I want you to notice another thing. Anything with a blue color will be connected to your nervous system. So the organs that are most affected when there's an issue with your nervous system is the small intestines, bladder, and the kidney. If you, don't think about the coronavirus and you look back at any kind of the illness, autoimmune disorders, or rheumatitis, anything that really affects your nervous system, that makes a chaos inside of your nervous system, would also have an issue with the kidney, bladder, and the small intestines. So that's why the small intestines are why the digestive kind of the problems, because this virus is designed to weaken your nervous system. It literally come in your system, it sits in your, probably the sinuses, the passages, right? In our family, etc. We're doing this for several years. When we get a cold or the flu, we use the Q-tips, dip it in the hydrogen peroxide, and we clean our ears with disinfect our ears with it. And I'm gonna go as far as disinfect our nose with it right now. It definitely helps to kill the growing viruses, bacteria, I guess viruses. I don't have all the medical kind of the language. And if it worked back for our cold and the flu, which it honestly did work, I hope it's gonna work for this as well. At least it will minimize the symptoms if we become sick. So here I'm sharing with you just our family hack. All right, back into this one. So that's why the digestive problems, they are designed that it will weaken your nervous system. Obviously, you start feeling sick, you start feeling, kind of nauseous, you have this diarrhea, you have a bellyache, and you're feeling really, really bad. You may not even have a fever, but you start freaking out. Oh my God, I'm sick, I got it. Now, there's not enough testing. We all know that it's not a secret. So you may not get tested, and that adds into a high level of anxiety. This is exactly what this virus wants from you. It wants you to get anxious, it wants you to get panicky, it wants you to get all like, oh my God. And if you are like the Czech peoples, you have a few drinks up there, not me guys, but in my old days, the Czech people believe that they can burn anything with a good high level of the alcohol. And of course, it upsets your nervous system. I'm just joking here, guys, with you, like, saying the funny stories because it's good to laugh with it a little bit as well. Now, second, what comes probably after digestive system, and now this is from the people that reported it, right, that we read on the internet, is the lungs. It's the respiratory problems. Now, if you look at it here, in my picture here, the lung is colored with a full orange color. If you see it on your skin, it should be orange. That means that the lungs are supported by the cosmic energy, by your soul energy. Now, when your nervous system gets attacked and weakened, what happens next is, when you get sick, your immunity system is supposed to awaken to support you, to help you, to heal you, right? So in the meridian language, the triple warmer is the immune system. Now you see it here, half and half, sort of part of the thirst and the seventh chakra. So that it means that your immune system is deeply connected to the earth energy. And the whole big explanation, if you guys go to my class, you would understand that immune system is something that is just developed for this earth. There's a different immune system that we're going to have on the Mars or the living in the Pleiades. We will need very, very different immune systems. So the immune system is like it's been a genetically modified energy that help us to survive here. So nervous system, you know, this virus literally take over your little computer here. It start rewriting it, start multiplying the virus in a fast way. And it also sends out the information to your immune system to turn it into its own militia, to turn it into the soldiers that's going to go attack you. And the attack is on the soul energy in the lungs. Now, I'm going to make again another sidetrack here. If you have an autoimmune disorder, some kind of the shock, you know, something horrible that happened to you that stays within your energy that you never heal, and that you always feel bad about yourself, put yourself down or blame yourself, or there's something, you know, that we became so obsessive about. Eventually your body, your nervous system cannot take it. So it helps to turn part of your immune system into these attackers and go attack any of your organ that may be weak at the moment. And it just attacks it kind of a little bit to give you something else to worry about, something else to obsess about than that horrible thing that happened to you. I know it sounds kind of weird, but that's how I energetically understand it. And I have been able to heal the lupus with people. No lupus, it wasn't a lupus, it was shingles. I'm sorry, shingles, which was rather phenomenal. It was an older lady, so, and it worked on this base of the principles what I'm sharing up with you here. Anyway, in the coronavirus, your nervous system is weakened, and virus takes over your reprogramming center, your sort of, you know, your central and the governing, your main kind of the computer dashboard, and it starts doing its own program. It will activate its own inner militia, the soldiers, that it says, okay, you're gonna go and you're gonna attack the lungs. You're gonna put your little spikes there and you're gonna make the person feel as bad as it could be, and maybe we can knock the soul out of this body. Ta-da, here we are. And so your soul is fighting here. Suddenly, you know, you go into even more fears because your soul is going like, oh my God, I can't breathe. This is, you know, I may die. What is going to happen? Now, why lungs? Lungs are a very spiritual organ, if you think about it. When you are a baby, when, you know, all your little organs are created, your soul is sending out the energy, your ego is sending out the energy and create this wonderful vessel and these downloads of your book of life, of your contracts for this life into the body. Once your mom push you out, or whenever you go out naturally or by the C-sections, when you take that first breath in, you breathing your soul and that beautiful golden light energy that's literally radiating about your belly, about mom's belly, and then it enters by the birth, it enters in. So the lungs, literally, it's like you breathe the breath of God inside of you. You're the God, and the God is you, and the breath is a very precious kind of the thing, because without the breath we can't exist, right? As you know, without a several few other organs. That's the expression of your soul that makes you connect with the God, with everything. And what is this doing to you? It's trying to spiritually put you down. Not only that this is depressing time on its own, but it's literally trying to knock out, you know, these ideas about having your life mission, doing this and doing that. Just be happy that you are going to survive. This life really sucks, right? And you start, you know, kind of feed into it. Now, think about it. We are in this 10 years window when you can create everything that you want. On the April 4, we are going through this portal of the 444, portal of the abundance. You guys need to be consciously positive as much as you want. Even have to drag yourself up there to the portal. You need to stop. You need to let all go of all this unhappiness and negativity and what has happened to us, and there's no toilet paper, and what I'm going to feed family. In that day, we need to encourage each other to walk through this portal in a avatar that we embody into this body. If you are still breathing, doesn't matter how bad, you are doing this. The more of us who stick together and gonna go through it. the better our future is gonna be, because this is gonna be easily healable. So energy healing routine for this one would be, we will start healing with the blue energy. So literally, the healing routine is the simplest thing up there. Might probably talk about it, it's the most longest one. And you know, guys, that I get lost in this longer kind of the talks, but I do think that the knowledge is so important, and I appreciate if you're still there sitting with me and listening this kind of the explanation, because knowledge is the foundation of the healing, at least in the soul healing. Soul healing is literally based of the knowledge that we gather about your soul, about your ego, and about your body. When I have a knowledge, when I have this data, right, then I can apply them through this healing energy in the body. It clicks in the mind, the body will sponge that energy, and you will feel better. You are on your healing journey. And that is what I'm going to share with you. Anyway, fast forward, and then I will let you go into another video. Just follow the healing routine. We start with the blue healing color ray. So what you will do, you put your left hand on the bladder, right hand on the mind's eye. Now I'm going to be saying it through the healing, so you don't have to fret to memorize it. And I will also link another video below which just explains about the healing hands. Doesn't have to be necessarily perfect. This is very comfortable to do when you're lying in the bed. Prop your hands on the pillow. You don't have to hold any fancy pose there. So we're gonna breathe the blue energy in and out. We're gonna connect with the body, and just with the nervous system, and soothe it down that I'm safe. It's absolutely okay. Then we're gonna move into a red healing color. That is because the immunity system. So from the blue in our soul healing, we're actually naturally going into the red, because you go in the clockwise motion, blue, red, and the green. But I want you to understand it. So the next one will be the red color, and that's the earth healing energy. We want to give an earth healing energy into the immune system so it can give it to your body in a good way, in a healthy way, not to attack you, but really, it's almost like, you know, your immune cells will wake up from this greatest party where they have been drugged up by the crazy virus, and suddenly will be like, whoa, that was kind of the party. What's wrong with me? I was kind of on the wrong side for a while. So it's the left hand on the liver, gallbladder, right hand on your hip, very easily. And we're gonna breathe in the red energy from the earth, like from the feet coming up there in the part of the body. Now the last hand position will be right hand on the spleen, left hand on the head, and literally breathing in the soul energy. That soul will guide the body in the creating the new cells. Actually, this beautiful soul energy that comes into the heart, it sends out the energy information into spleen. Spleens can actually send out this, let's call it the electromagnetic kind of the frequency that creates the new cells in your bone marrow. So the bone marrow actually can create these new healing cells that will know what it is that it needs to do now for the healing of this virus in your body. And then we just go back into the blue, red, and green. We always sort of like finish in this beautiful circle of merging of these colors. The last step will be the tapping on your thymus, that I activated my self-healing abilities. I am healthy. I activated my self-healing abilities, or any kind of the affirmation that you would like to do. Now, the story behind the thymus is that once you imagine, your heart energy sort of, as the one ring, and your gallbladder liver energy as the other thing, and you get a picture of the versica pieces. And that little piece in the middle, that's the energy that is the crossing between the soul energy and the ego's energy. And in the body, it definitely, will go up here, and that little space between your breast. That is your reprogramming center. That is what you need to gain your control over. So I hope this explanation is clear enough and also focused enough to help you to understand what it is that is going in your body. Once again, if your digestive system gets attacked, it's definitely, attacking the nervous system. If you come down with respiratory problems right away, I would say that your nervous system always is already been compromised quietly. Didn't even need to go, into the digestive kind of the issue. This virus is working whenever you start with a digestive problem or the respiratory problem. It is working quietly behind the scenes to destroy your nervous system. Why the nervous system? Nervous system is your psychic antenna. Nervous system is the most sacred, probably, energy that can connect you to all kind of your energy abilities. It's your psychic antenna to send out the information, to receive the information, to awaken your DNA kind of the information about your past, about your abilities, your healing abilities. Those who work through the energy and healing and all these attunements, you know that every attunement kind of rattle up your nervous system always, because it's tuning the nervous system to the higher kind of the frequency. That's what we need to learn. We need to learn to hold that higher frequency within our body, to learn to cultivate our energy within the nervous system, that central and governing meridian. Think about, there's this picture, and there's a word for it that I never can remember, but it's like the oval, and there are like two fishes, and one is holding in the mouth the tail of the another. And that's what your nervous system is, and that's your antenna, and especially cultivating your vagus nerve, but we can talk about it some another time. All right, I'll let you with this information, and I'm going to record your healing routine. Thank you, thank you, thank you for listening to me. And if you have any questions, you can always comment and ask. Stay well, people. I love you.